Hey, what's up? This video is just for high schoolers, middle schoolers. Okay, it's just our teenagers. So if you're not a teenager, stick around if you want, but it's not for you. And so there is a small group leader video, there is a kindergarten video, and there is a host video. So if you're looking for one of those, you can do that. High schoolers, I want you to watch this one first, and then go watch whatever video is relevant to you. But I want to say this because with Easter weekend, it's going to be nuts. And then whatever I say about Easter, I want you guys to continue with moving forward. Biggest thing that I can say to our middle school, high school, teenage volunteers is this. I think you guys are the most untapped resource that we have in all of our elementary children's ministry. And what I mean by that is I think you guys are really, really capable. And I want to say this correctly. I have not helped you be as capable as you are. Does that make sense? Probably not. Let me explain. You as a 14, 15, 16-year-old can easily be leading a small group of kids because they think you're cool. Okay? All you have to do is, first of all, they probably think you're a grown-up. They probably think you're an adult because kids are the worst at knowing how old somebody is. So if you come in and you just sit down with them and you go like, I'm in charge of this group, not in a mean way, but if you just sit down and go, hey, here's the lesson plan, let's get started. And you just don't lead off with like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm barely older than you. No, jump in and go, this is what we're doing today. Let's have a great time. We're going to play some silly games. Who wants to get silly with me today? The kids are going to have a great time. And so what I think, this is sort of my interpretation on myself, is that I go, oh, I'm so glad you're here. How about you go and help out in this other group? Hey, how about you go help with the third graders? How about you go help with the first graders? And what I want to be better at is saying, hey, how about you take some of the third graders and lead that smaller group? So like I'm going to use Kennedy is brand new. She's in middle school. And she volunteers with the third graders where Max, a grown-up, is the leader. And I go, hey, how about you go help Max? And instead, Kennedy, you're brand new, so if you're watching this, just know we'll get you there. I would love it for her to go, hey, we have 15 kids in this group. I'm going to take 4 so that Max can have 11, which 15 kids is too many. It's like really hard to have a good small group, but 4 and 11 is killer. And so like, I don't need you to run the whole group. So take our 9:30 service, for example. We have so many great high schoolers at the 9:30 service. And we look around and you see big group over here and big group over here, but the big group over here has 5 leaders in it and the big group over here has 3 leaders in it. And like we could be running 3 groups over here and we could be running 4 or 5 groups over here and just split those up into as small as numbers as possible. So here's the question that I want to ask you to ask yourself when you come in the room, here's the question. What should I be doing and what can I be doing? So it's kind of the same question, but it's a little bit different. But like, what should I be doing? What can I be doing? So for example, I want you sitting with the kids when it's large group time. Now, this is the partially what should I be doing? You're here to volunteer with kids. You should be sitting with kids. However, what can I be doing? How can I help and how can I serve? Hey, there are kids that are talking when the host is hosting or when the video is going on, but if you sit next to them, again, they think that you're an adult. And you go and you sit down next to them. You don't have to say anything. You just go, I'm going to sit right here. And if they keep talking, you go, hey, buddy, that's like, let's watch the video. Or hey, so-and-so, Trevor's explaining the rules to the game. Let's listen to the rules. What can you do? Dude, you can change that entire row. Like you sit down and they're like, oh, shoot, the leader's here. They don't know that you're 14, 15, 16. They think that you're 48 years old. And we see it across the hall in the kindergarten room where you go, hey, those kids are 5, 6 years old. If you are in middle school, they think that you're a grown-up. They have no idea. And so I want you to ask the question, what can I do? What should I do? And then when you're in a small group, go, if I had a really good small group leader for me in middle school and high school, if I went on Sunday nights to my small group, what would make a small group leader really, really good? I would be excited to go to my small group if I knew my small group leader did what? And answer that question. Oh, if my small group leader asked about me, I would feel like they cared about me, right? And if the small group leader wanted to do fun things after the group or before the group to show that he's not just a mean punk, that would mean a lot. And so beforehand, play some basketball. Beforehand, play the video games. Beforehand, color on the whiteboard with them. And then during, just sit down and go, I'm the boss. And again, don't sit down and be like, I'm in charge. You all suck. Okay, sit down and go, man, let's have a good time. I will say this. I'm going to start I'm going to be pointing at you. I'm going to be like, hey, what should you be doing? What can you be doing? What should you be doing? What can you be doing? I'm going to come over to your small group. And if I walk into a small group room and I see that you as a high schooler are just sitting, or, as a teenager, if you're just like sitting doing nothing in the group, I'm going to go, oh, no. Split that group up. Take you four, go here, not because I'm mad, but actually the opposite, because I'm like, oh, what will make me mad is if you volunteer with me for 5 years and you never lead a small group. Because you can, because you're totally capable, because the kids will listen to you. And so I want to keep building that into you. So now I want you to go and watch the small group leader video or the kindergarten video for this weekend, because I want you to come in and go, hey, you're going to lead a group this weekend. That's what I want you to come in thinking. I'm going to lead a group, or me and another high schooler, we're going to co-lead this group, and it might be 5 kids and it might be 10 kids. But I want you to know what you're going to do. I want you to be prepared because you're going to lead, because you're going to come in and ask me, what can I do? What should I do? And what would a good small group leader do? Like, what would my good small group leader do? I want to do that same thing for these kids. So do that. Go have that mindset, and then watch the video, get super prepared, come in, and I'll see you guys this weekend. We're going to have so much fun. It's going to be an absolute blast. All right. Peace out.